players, like everybody, a lot of the best are here. But right now we're going to start off with Mochi and Logster. With Yoshi versus Luigi.
Now, what we talk about is you never know what characters you're going to see. And right now, Luigi and Yoshi starting it off. A couple of the old classics here. The OG crew fighting it out on round number 1. And this is cool. So we're starting off on small battlefield. Good stage so far. And I definitely think we can get past the Luigi stuff, but he's still rearing its ugly head. You don't want to get caught by those 0 to death.
I was going to say, this matchup is very interesting because of the fact that, well, Dad, you just never whip like that in between the two platforms. You are asking to get nared into up B at that point. It's true for a pretty good time. Or if you whip, you get up tilted there too. But Luigi's the epitome of like, don't hit me on shield, don't go near me, right? But Yoshi, oh, that's all he wants to do. He just wants to pressure you, air tilt you, short hop, like back air you around that range.
Right.
And he's constantly got to be on the move to make sure he avoids those grabs, but still staying near Luigi.
Yeah, sure. Even using the egg throw, right? You got to use your mobility and the drift afterwards to try to create that pressure. Never really entering like the space of Luigi, but you always want to at least pressure in any way you can. We're getting a lot of leverage off his down B already. I like the coverage through the platform. So he did once through the platform and one on top of the platform. The mix-up's already starting up here, Ajax.
Yeah, and constantly jumping into, as you can see, Mochi starting to go up there, preempt and put out those forwarders. Like, hey, cut that out. I need you to chill. But that's one of your best air-to-air tools. It's very quick, and it kind of slows them down. I do see Logster committing to some pretty heavy options, like forward smashing those down Bs, though. You keep that up, one of them's getting parried, and then you're getting grabbed by Luigi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see after that first stock, Logster has basically gotten tired of dealing with the Luigi neutral, wants to play it super safe, has to be careful here, and we do get the spike, but a great vertical recovery here from that up special.
Oh, that's a great trade right there too, but he did save his jump. Most Luigi players, if they're intelligent enough to with offstage gameplay, will not burn their jump early, but that dropping there, that's going to be a free back air. It won't kill just yet. Yoshi, of course, got a bit of weight and still not giving respect. He's been pretty aggressive off ledge.
Yeah, and this is where Logster can try to make a difference, but yeah, once you lose stage control, there's only one way for you to come down. Luigi has some great anti-airs, and of course, Yoshi looking for a big shield break, unable to get it, but gets the stock regardless.
Yeah, he finally got a whip punish there. Something I've noticed from Logster is he's going to get grabbed. He's probably going to get out of this. Yeah, and he was a little bit too close to that platform for me to believe that he was going to be able to finish the whole job.
Right.
But also, it's like, you got 89%. Was that really a detriment? Not at all, because he's going to close out the round here, and that's going to be game number 1 going to Mochi.
Yeah, a quick reset to neutral was all it took, and it feels like Mochi just had a really good idea of what the Luigi win cons are and didn't want to break the bank, just wanted to solidify those grabs, and that allows you to get those down throw links to pretty much anything you want here. You can go for an up B finisher like we saw in the first stock, but you could also get that big tornado, which we saw a little bit in neutral, but it's that big punish ability that you really need to utilize that down B for to get the most out of your money.
Yeah, and if I'm Logster, one of the things you have to like get into Luigi's head early, Luigi's head, I mean, like, there's not a whole lot going on in there sometimes. Right. But the thing is with Luigi, their neutral game is pretty straightforward. It's not their fault sometimes that they have to play the way that they do, because the game's design says you must get one hit, and that's how you win. And as degenerate as it may be, that's the win condition, right? But they don't, like, their neutral game is short hop forward air, fireball, Zair, and my favorite one, roll forward.
That's true.
That's like your best approach tool. So how are you doing that against someone like Yoshi? Well, Logster never really did a lot of egg tosses until the end. He started pointing that out. He needs more of that, because Luigi cannot stand zoning. And if you can make him have to approach you, that's going to be a lot easier to find those big downers he's constantly hunting for.
Right, but I mean, I think the egg throw was also really kind of stifled by the ability of Mochi to run around the platforms, hide underneath those, use them as a safe haven to set up for his pressure situations. So, I mean, we'll have to see what game 2 holds, but, I mean,
I like this pick.
I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, this pick makes more sense because the thing with fighting Luigi is you don't want to really give him FD. That actually makes it a lot easier for him, because then you have to fight him linear, unless you're a pure zoner. Then all of a sudden it's not so much. But here, you can at least pressure on that platform, and you get combo extensions off F-tilt. You can also retreat there, make it look like you wanted to drop him with an aerial, and make him swing and then go in.
Exactly, because right now, I mean, we haven't seen too much back air from Mochi. He doesn't really need to do anything like that. Logster is going to be able to stuff out that in terms of spacing. So it's all of the other linear tools that you talked about with Luigi, but still are very viable. And even though the flowchart is simplified, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work.
Yeah, now you can see like Logster is being a little bit more careful, fading back. This is a good opportunity right here. I figured, yeah, there it goes. I was gonna say, you don't really need to go for fair right there. You just need a nair trade that low because the jump is probably not going to get close enough with that side B unless it's a misfire to sneak his way into that wall to get back.
Right, and the rising hit, if you don't get the actual close hit of the up B, that rising hit from Luigi's up special, it's just like a little tap, so you can win that trade any day with Yoshi.
Yeah, the only time you ever really a detriment to Yoshi is when you get that double jump ripped and you both fall. It's like, oh, oops.
Right.
But as we saw a second ago, that range for up B confirms are still so good. That kind of helps deal with the weight that Yoshi has to try and survive in this match. But Logster is definitely playing it a lot better to game 2, and Mochi's trying to go back to that gameplay at game 1 where he's trying to stay right around that platform to stop these jump-ins. It's not working so far, though.
Right, I mean, you're right about that. I think that Logster has been doing a great job of keeping the spacing, running back after the egg throws to try to bait Mochi into an approach. So far, so good, but I think that these extensions, you're saying a double dash attack, not the usual stuff, but it does work.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, hey, you haven't seen this from me yet, so let me start doing it a little bit. And, okay, we can do that too. Like, hey, yo, I'm trying to sit. Please calm down. That's dead. So the double down Bs ended up working out somehow, to leading into the soft hit there, and that's going to give him back the lead.
I mean, you always got to surprise and amaze your opponent with any of the tools available to you, and right now, it does seem like Logster is keeping it in a good, tenable situation. Good lead. Has to be careful here because it's a gentle lead. You don't want to get caught by any of those great kill options. It won't kill here, but it's a low ceiling on Hollow Bastion, so you've got to be careful. If you hit that on the platform, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm expecting a really aggressive approach. Oh, let's see if he gets a chance here. I'm expecting a really aggressive approach from Mochi next time. If he puts Logster in the air, because that's 2 times out, he waited for a defensive option he never got. He was able to close it out with back air, but wouldn't be surprised to see on last stock if he just double jumps at him to try and catch him with the down B.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really worried about. And these offstage situations, I think, are very, very volatile. You can see Logster really trying to stuff out the linear recovery of Mochi, but as of right now, it's just an on-stage barrage of plungers that you got to get around. And they both have some interesting command grabs that they're looking to activate. But
yeah, stage is looking kind of clogged right now, unfortunately. We're at that portion of it. You what?
Whoa.
I 100% want to believe that wasn't intentional, but it covered for some reason. That said, though, he took 90+% for that singular mistake. That was actually a good frame shot, but he just misspaced us like where he needed to be to finish it.
That'll do it.
And that's going to do it right there. Mochi was able to, he got one mistake. One mistake out of that side B. It didn't lead to too much for Logster, even though it looked kind of cool where he covered it with that. I don't think he wanted to do that, but he got 95% off of one string, and that's kind of the name of the game of fighting against Luigi.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You make one mistake like that in an interaction, and yeah, you get unsafe on shield, gets the grab, and look at this. You can tell it's those down throw combos that you just keep using on lock. You always want to remind yourself that, like, yeah, if I get the grab, there's no reason why I can't activate this kill option and just take this game.